Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to discuss about food spoilage and food preservation. Food spoilage means food which is becoming unfit for consumption due to the action of microbes, that is bacteria or fungi, produces toxic substances when it is exposed to moisture. That becomes poisonous and causes ill effect to the person when he is consuming. That condition is also represented as food poisoning. Some of the food which becomes poisonous to human are raw food when it is taken without cooking, unwashed fruits and vegetables when it is contaminated with microbes or other substances, meat, milk, chicken, all these become harmful due to the action of microbes. Okay, how can we prevent the growth of microbes? By maintaining the dry condition for the foodstuff, or when the temperature is maintained below 0 degrees Celsius, or when the temperature is high. Since these conditions are favorable for food preservation, these methods are adapted for preserving the food items. We will see in detail about the food preservation in the further topic. Now we will discuss about food preservation. The process of preserving food from being spoiled by following various techniques is known as food preservation. What are the various techniques? Either using physical method or chemical method. Chemical method in the sense using chemicals. Physical method means the physical processes like sun drying, heating, freezing, all those are physical processes. Now we will see in detail the methods of preservation. Sun drying, this is the traditional method which is used to remove the water from the foodstuff. When the foodstuff is provided with high quantity of moisture, normally the microbes grow and multiply very fast. So, in order to avoid the growth of microbes, the food is dried under the sun. Example, wheat, rice, pulses, spices, etc. During sun drying process, water is removed from the foodstuff, resulting in decrease in weight and favors to carry the food items easily to other places. Next is heating. Microorganisms are killed at high temperature. Here, the milk can be avoided from spoilage by heating to the temperature of 135 degrees Celsius for few seconds, and this is called as partial sterilization. Moreover, the method is called as ultra heat treatment. Third method is freezing, where the temperature is reduced. Reduced temperature also avoids the growth of microorganism. Usually, the refrigerators maintain the temperature of 5 degrees Celsius, whereas the deep freezer maintain the temperature of minus 18 degrees Celsius. So, the food items can be stored for longer duration. Example of food items stored in freezing are meat, cooked food, fruits, vegetables and so on. But when it is taken out from either refrigerator or from deep freezer, again the reinfection occurs. When salt is added to either meat, fish, fruit, vegetables or to the chips, it removes moisture which does not favor the microorganism to multiply. That process is called as salting. Adding salt to the food item is called salting. Usually at home we used to preserve amla, raw mango, tamarind using salt. Next is preserving the food using sugar. jams, jellies, squashes, these substances can be preserved using sugar. This reduces the moisture, again does not allow the bacteria or the microbes to multiply. Next is adding oil or vinegar. You know very well that pickles are made using oil. So when the oil is allowed to float on the surface of the pickle, it does not allow the entry of microorganism to the pickle. That is a traditional method. So here fruits, veggies, pickles, meat, fish, all those substances are preserved by using either oil or vinegar. In northern side we hear that they use mustard oil. Next is pasteurization, where milk is preserved by pasteurizing. That is, milk is heated to the temperature of 70 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 seconds, which kills the bacteria when the temperature is raised. Immediately it is cooled to the temperature of 10 degrees Celsius. Immediate cooling also kills the harmful microbes. As a result, the milk becomes pasteurized. So, the pasteurized milk is stored in cold places in a sterilized cans. Since this method was invented by Louis Pasteur in the year 1862, the method is called as pasteurization. Next method is canning or vacuum packing. Canning in the sense removing air from the foodstuff. When the temperature is raised, it does not allow the bacteria to survive. So, the food becomes sterilized. Immediately, the sterilized food is packed in airtight container. So, the container is now free of air. Since it is free of air, it is represented as vacuum packing. Last method here is chemical preservatives. Here, food preservation which is done by using chemicals are known as chemical food preservation. The chemicals usually removes oxygen. You know that oxygen allows the aerobic bacteria or aerobic organism to grow. If oxygen is removed, it does not favor the growth of microbes. The usual chemical preservatives are sodium benzoate, potassium metabisulfite, citric acid. Sodium benzoate is used to preserve the food juices or squashes, that is liquid food items. Potassium metabisulfite is used to preserve the food items such as cut fruits, jams, jellies. Citric acid is used widely in confectionaries. So by this we have completed the lesson. Please do watch all the videos and learn the concept from your book. Thank you all of you.